Greetings to Madam Wan Natasha. In this video, we would like to present the effect of water stress on rice and mango yield based on our article review given. In this video, we would like to discuss our findings about the article, such as water stress, the introductions of water stress on rice and mango, objective methodology, results, and conclusions of the research. Let's go into the next video. What is water stress? A water deficit such as drought or higher soil salinity is the primary cause of water stress. A water stress occurs when the water supply to the roots is restricted or when the transpiration rate is higher. I want to move my important findings. The effect of water stress on rice. Rice is an annual crop and the scientific name is known as Oryza sativa. During the reproductive stage, rice is susceptible to water stress and leads to a considerable decrease in grains. For the objective, to study the effect of moisturizer stress on rice yield under two different stress conditions during various stages of the crop growth, ADH 36 and SONAM. What is the methodology of these experiments? The experiments were conducted at Farm National Institute of Technology, Trichy, India. The treatment applied in these experiments are tiram to treat rice seeds were soaked in water for 24 hours. 1 kilogram of benzene hexachloride per acre to protect seedling from thrips. Urea at the rate of 500 gram per 40 meter per persegi of the nursery on the 18 days after sowing. Muriate of potash and zinc sulfate azospirillums phosphobacteria apply on the last day plow. Monocrotopos, endophil, and carbofurons used to control pests and disease. After 45 days of transplanting, the seedling is recording for shoot length, plant higher leaf breadth, and the number of tillers per hill at the harvest. The yield parameter collected in ADH 36 and SONAM are the corresponding water supply at 60% water stressing and 40% water stressing. Let's focus on the result. The result presented are the panicle length, the number of grains per panicle, test weight of 100 grains was lower at stress conditions. In contrast, the number of CV grains per panicle was higher in stress crops, especially in tillering to harvest and flowering stage treatment. Water supply to stress treatment in ADH 36 showed that 40.8%, 14.3%, 6.2% and 39.1% and 12.9% and 16.5% and 6.2% of stress was saved in tillering to harvest, tillering panicle initiations and flowering and milky stage with 60% and 40% stress treatment respectively. Similarity, water supply to stress treatment in SONAM show that 42.2%, 19.7%, 14.6%, 5.7%, and 39.4%, and 8.1%, 12.9%, and 5.7% of water stress was saved in tillering to harvest, tillering panicle initiations and flowering and milky stage 60% and 40% stress treatment respectively. As a result, the rice crop's panicle initiations and flowering stage were more sensitive to water stress, and the resulting percentage yield decreased. As conclusions of these experiments revealed that both short-term ADH 36 and medium-duration SONAM varieties responded similarly to water stress in grain yield decrease. Yield reductions was more significant at 60% water stress than at 40% water stress.
Now, I will explain about the water stress on mango. Mango, or the scientific name, is Mangifera indica L. It is a perennial crop. For your information, the water stress of this crop requires more water in summer. Therefore, lack of water during the flowering period will cause the fruit to swell in the soil, which will cause the flowers and fruit to fall off. Let we see for the objectives. To evaluate the effect of different levels of irrigation treatments with constant doses of fertilizers on the growth and the production parameters of mango by using drip irrigation technique. Let me jump to the methodology. Firstly, the experiment was conducted in a private mango orchard. Dogar Agricultural Farm has located 8 km from Makdam Rashid Village, Behari Road, Multan, Punjab, and Pakistan. Then, the treatments are using 7 different irrigation treatments that were made well. Treatment 1 is 12.5 minutes, treatment 2 25 minutes, treatment 3 37.5 minutes, treatment 4 50 minutes, treatment 5 62.5 minutes, treatment 6 75 minutes, and treatment 7 is 87.5 minutes twice a day. After that, farmyard manure is used at a rate of 50 kg per tree per year for all crops. For your information, fertilizer is applied through a drip irrigation system known as fertigation. Polyfit water-soluble drip NPK 20-20-20 fertilizers as per schedule were dissolved in water and injected to subment through venturi and then to lateral lines. Fertilizer is applied through drip irrigation at weekly intervals. Do the weeding, owing, and other agronomic practices before the start of treatment are applied. After that, I will proceed to the results. The results in table 1 presented are the plant height, plant girth, number of flowers per panicle, number of fruits per tree, average fruit weight, fruit length, and fruit yield per tree. For the plant height, at the first harvest, the maximum heights of the 5 plants were 443.63 cm, T6 442.58 cm, and the T4 422.63 cm. The minimum amount for T1 is 387.85 cm, whereas irrigation is applied twice daily for 12.5 minutes. For plant girth, the lowest plant girth was T1 58.18 cm and the maximum plant girth was recorded for T6 77.90 cm, T5 73.98 cm and the T4 72.50 cm. Then number of flowers per panicle. The sum of the maximum number of flowers was recorded to obtain T5 558.60 flowers, T4 466.89 flowers, and T6 362.25 flowers. At the same time, the number of flowers per panicle should be recommended to obtain T1 238.79 flowers. For the number of fruit trees, the highest yield were T5 987.00 fruits, T4 924.00 fruits, and T6 889.60 fruits. A low number of fruits from the crop was recorded for the T1 693.50 fruits. For fruit length, the maximum is 20.07 cm for T5, followed by T6 19.71 cm and T4 19.04 cm. Again, the minimum number of fruits is 17.27 cm for T1. Then, the maximum average fruit weight is 140.18 gm was recorded for T6, followed by T5 127.37 fruits, and minimum fruit weight is 95.87 gm for T1. And the last one, fresh fruit yield for treatment 5 increased to 64.28 kg per plant, followed by treatment 4 60.59 kg per plant. The minimum fruit yield was recorded for treatment 1 33.56 kg per plant. So, For the conclusion here is about 7 different irrigation treatments by using drip irrigation technique along with the constant NPK fertilizers application may bring an optimistic effect to the mango's production. And we can see here the poor results and negative effect on T1 treatments against all parameters, indicating that to low or high daily irrigation application. Let me conclude for the all explanation before. Water is essential for all plants, and water shortage can cause defects in the growth process. The plant needs enough water, not too much or less. Compared to the rice and mango, rice is more sensitive to water decrease because rice an annual crop that has a shorter life cycle than perennial crop mango, because mango is only sensitive to water at the beginning. After maturity, mango has a system to balance the environment against it.